Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a lush green jungle, there lived a big, gentle elephant named Elmo. Elmo was known all around the jungle for his kind heart and calm nature. He was enormous, his feet shook the ground when he walked, and his shadow could cover an entire bush. But despite his great size, Elmo was never proud or bossy. He loved helping others, whether it was pushing down heavy branches so monkeys could swing across, or carrying buckets of water from the river for thirsty animals during hot summer days. Everyone adored Elmo, and the jungle was a happy place because of his kindness. One sunny morning, while Elmo was strolling through the forest, he heard a faint squeak. "Help! Somebody help me!" cried a tiny voice. Elmo stopped and looked around, puzzled. He lowered his long trunk and gently brushed aside the tall grass. There, trapped under a thick vine, was a tiny gray mouse. Her little legs were stuck, and she was struggling to get free. "Oh dear," said Elmo in his deep, gentle voice. "Don't worry, little one. I'll help you." Carefully, Elmo wrapped his trunk around the vine and lifted it away in one smooth motion. The mouse wriggled out and looked up at him with wide, grateful eyes. "Thank you so much," squeaked the mouse. "I thought I'd never get out. You saved me." Elmo smiled kindly. "You're welcome, little friend. Always happy to help." The mouse brushed the dust off her fur and said, "My name is Mimi. You're so big and strong, Elmo. I wish I could help you someday." Elmo chuckled softly. "That's very sweet of you, Mimi. But I'm sure I'll be just fine. You take care of yourself, okay?" Mimi nodded, still smiling, and scampered away into the grass. Elmo went back to his walk, happy to have helped someone. Days passed, and the jungle buzzed with life as usual. One day, a group of hunters entered the forest. They set traps and ropes, hoping to capture one of the animals. The jungle animals hid wherever they could, frightened by the strange sounds and smells. Elmo, unaware of the danger, was walking near the riverbank when suddenly, snap! A thick rope tightened around his leg. Before he knew it, he was trapped in a huge net. He tried to pull free, but the more he struggled, the tighter it became. His mighty roars echoed through the forest as he called for help. "Help! Somebody! Please help me!" he trumpeted loudly. The monkeys were too scared to come near. The birds flew high above, unable to do anything. The deer ran far into the woods. It seemed no one could help poor Elmo. But then, from behind a bush, came a tiny, familiar voice. "Elmo, hold on, I'm coming." It was Mimi, the little mouse he had saved. She saw the hunter's trap, and her heart raced. "Don't worry, Elmo. I'll get you out." Elmo looked down at her and sighed. "Oh, Mimi, thank you. But this net is too strong. You're too small to help me." Mimi shook her head firmly. "No one is too small to help, Elmo. Just wait and see." With determination, Mimi began to nibble at the thick rope with her sharp little teeth. Bit by bit, she chewed through one strand, then another and another. Her tiny mouth worked tirelessly, while Elmo stayed as still as he could. Hours passed, and finally, snap! One part of the net broke loose. Mimi didn't stop. She kept going until at last, the entire net fell away. Elmo stepped free, his eyes wide with amazement. "Mimi, you did it! You saved me!" Mimi smiled proudly, her whiskers twitching. "See, Elmo? Even small friends can help big ones." Elmo's heart swelled with gratitude. He gently lifted Mimi onto his trunk and said, "You're the bravest and kindest mouse I've ever met. Thank you, my little hero." From that day on, Elmo and Mimi became the best of friends. They were always seen together, the big, kind elephant and the tiny, brave mouse helping other animals whenever they could. If a baby bird fell from its nest, Mimi would climb up to put it back, while Elmo would lift her high with his trunk. If the riverbank flooded, Elmo carried the smaller animals to safety, and Mimi would guide them through narrow paths. The jungle soon learned a beautiful lesson from their friendship, that kindness has no size, and even the smallest creature can make a big difference when they have a big heart. And so, Elmo and Mimi lived happily ever after, reminding everyone that no matter how big or small you are, helping others always makes the world a brighter, happier place. Moral of the story: no act of kindness is ever too small. Even the tiniest friend can make the biggest difference.